is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Terrapins will put toe to leather and will get started. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Colorado's offense will go on the attack first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Buffaloes are marching down the field. The give to the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The inside handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Fires to the big fella.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Wants to go up top on first down. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up. Looking for space. It's Trailer. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. And the Terrapins heading quickly to the line. Finds the tight end. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Using the quick game. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Going to let it fly. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big...
It's a seam wide open. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Punts it out of the air. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long.
Touchdown, Colorado! A great catch and run for 6. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Terrapins are in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. Looking downfield on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fung. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Maryland!
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 10 over Ole Miss. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Buffaloes are on the move. To the ground with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
The Terrapins decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Going right to work up top. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Patterson. Open space at the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Pocket breaking down. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Bucks. Ready to try the point after.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Takes a handoff. It's Traylor. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. And the Terrapins in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
It's caught. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. A first down for the offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half,
he lost it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the big fella. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Fires on the move. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder. And welcome in to the halftime update.
And the Buffaloes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line. They'll give it to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They're going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Hauls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Makes it past the marker. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Colorado. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 6 over Ole Miss. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just...
Open field on the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. They're working that left side. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and score.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points.
Turning on the Jets. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Maryland! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. This time it's complete. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of this versatility of a guy in that slot position.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense. Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him.
Halted in the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Buffaloes have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buffs! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Fung. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Terrapins moving quickly to the line.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
The Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. He's got an open man. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Finding an escape route. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Colorado! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 7 over Ole Miss. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air on first down. And the Terrapins have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, running back on the move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. This time it's complete. Racing down the left side. He's at the 10. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Terrapins trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Fires to the tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. First down, 10 yards to go. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Buffaloes are on the move. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
What a day. His third rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
The Terrapins come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Bucks! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough, so it's been a bad day. You're going to want to flip.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense is sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Terrapins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the run, it's Trailer. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And the Terrapins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
That's why you got to avoid third and long situations if you're on offense, because the defense knows it's pass, and all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield, and you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a fumble. That is a huge play for the defense.
Quickly complete. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. The Buffaloes in a good spot here with second and short. Might be changing the route. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Working that left side now. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield on first down. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took